What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Dazzaoutdoors. Today we've got another quad to fix up. If you watched my ride-on video, you would have seen I had a 2016 Suzuki Kingquad 500cc 4x4 in the background there. Today I got the part in that I think's wrong with it. I did the due diligence of checking the wiring, so I tested it all. I tested this, I tested the like the kill switch, all that stuff. It wasn't starting. It did light up, but just the sound that it made, and over checking all the wiring and stuff like that, it seemed to be the starter motor. So the part finally came in after 2 weeks, and so we're going to take that old starter motor out. We're going to put the new one in and see and pray that that's the problem. If it isn't, then I just wasted 2 weeks and I have to probably order another part. So we're going to get cracking into it. I paid $300 for this off Facebook, and unfortunately it didn't come with any wheels. So I've looked on Facebook, I've looked on different websites, trying to find some wheels and rims for this Suzuki, and I can't find them anywhere. I think there was one website I seen, there was 4 and rims, but it was nearly like $2,000, so I didn't really want to spend $2,000 to get this thing wheels. So if you guys have anywhere that you know you can pick up rims and wheels for quads or anything like that, let me know in the comments. I'm in Victoria, so if you know anywhere around Victoria that I could possibly go get them, cheaper the better. I don't care if they're used, I prefer used, just because I don't want to spend all this money and then I'm just selling it on Facebook anyway, or whatever I end up doing with the quad. So yeah, let's get cracking into it. So this is what it came in. Obviously it came in a box, but I think this part set me back about $183, I think it is. And I'm praying that this is the right right starter motor. So it didn't actually come with the cord, but that's fine. I can use the one that's already on it. Alright, so that's both bolts out. Now this should just come out. Alright, so the old starter motor's out. We'll just take this cable off this one and we'll chuck it on the new one. And yeah, fingers crossed that that's the problem. Alright, so this should be a 10mm, I'm hoping anyway. I grabbed a 10mm socket just in case. It's looking pretty good. Spring. Washer. Alright, the old starter's out officially. How do they look in similarity? They're looking pretty... Yeah, that looks pretty good to me, I think. Beautiful. I think this is one of these. Chuck that on like that. Tighten her up. Make sure it's tight. Go ahead and we'll put the new one in. So we got the new starter motor in, we've got the cable connected, so we're just going to put these bolts back in, and we'll connect the battery, see if that was a problem all along. Otherwise we're going to have to do some more fault finding. So the problem with buying a bike from a farm is that they usually, the cow manure sticks like, you know, glue, and then it rusts it out really quickly. So I just got to get these in and then we'll tighten them up, and then we'll connect the battery and yeah, see how she goes. Alright guys, welcome back to day 2 of working on this 2016 Suzuki Kingquad. So yesterday I took out the old starter, I chucked in the new one. I did test the wiring and all that off camera, so everything electronically in here looked fine. So it was just the starter that wasn't responding. So yeah, we chucked in the new starter. That took about 2 weeks. I'll list the part in the description. And so today we're going to try and get this thing running. And yeah, fingers crossed. So I paid $300 for this, like I did mention earlier, off Facebook Marketplace. Sorry. I did chuck some carby cleaner through it, just because it's such a pain. Like, if you look in here, it's straight into the engine sort of thing, like here. Like, it's such a hard spot to get into, to take that carby off and manually clean it. So I'd have to take this plastic off, I'd have to take the air tank off, all that shit just to get through to that carby to take it off. So it's a lot of work, and I'm hoping I don't have to take all this stuff off to get to the carby to clean it out. So I just chucked some carby cleaner through it, and yeah, we're gonna try and fire it up. So a bit about this bike. The bloke I bought it off, it was a dairy farm, so it was chockers with cow manure and all that sort of stuff. So, and he had it in a shed. He couldn't get it running. He didn't know why it wasn't running. He said he took it to a shop and they didn't want to work on it because of this side rail here. As you can see, it's off, but I can see it's missing a bolt, but I can weld that back on anyway to how it's meant to be. Yeah, they said they refused to work because of that, the side step. Obviously it's pretty flimsy, so I'm not sure if that's, I don't know, maybe they could be liable if something happens, I don't know. But and yeah, he couldn't get it to run. I also bought this what is it? It's a TTR 250. I think it's a 1989 model. So I'm going to be working on that in another video, I believe, and get that running. It's a spark issue as well. I'm thinking the spark lead, but I'm not entirely sure yet. I just haven't had time to get to that. But I clocked off work this morning, and I've got a few days off. So my main objective is to get this quad running. So we're going to crack into it. We're going to try and just start it from the electric start, and pray that it starts up, and then the next step is, yeah, the wheels and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, let's get cracking into it, guys. And I appreciate you guys for sticking around watching the video, and yeah, I do hope you guys enjoy this content. All right, so I just strapped the GoPro to my head and we're gonna try and get this thing started. So right now I have no screws for this battery, but yeah. So another thing that was a problem that I found was this here. So I think it needs a new like one of these. What the fuck are they called? I literally forgot what these are called. It's just slipped my mind. But anyway, we're gonna try and crank it over and see what she does. Hopefully she starts. It's in neutral. I can take out forward drive. It's got no wheels, so yeah, let's try and start her up and pray that she's a goer now with the new starter motor in it. There we have it. There we have it. Oh, it's always such a good feeling when you buy something that's not running, you do a bit of work and now it runs. And then, you know, if you sell it, you reap the rewards. So there we have it. It's just a starter motor. So a little bit about that, how I sort of figured it was a starter motor is because it was making like a ticking sort of noise when I try to start it. So usually 9 times out of 10, it's going to be your starter and not your solenoid. And before you just go ahead and order a starter, obviously do your checks. So, you know, testing the wiring and all that in your solenoid and your starter so you can pinpoint exactly where it is that's the problem. So it actually runs really well in idle, as you can hear. And it's great. Let's give it a bit of revs and see what she sounds like. Sounds awesome. Super stoked with that. Nothing better than just an easy fix, you know what I mean? Just one part and it works. So, but sometimes it's not just as simple as one fix or one part, sorry, to fix something. But yeah, love doing this stuff. So, and I hope you guys love watching these videos. But yeah, leave any comments about the tyres and rims if you guys know any places in Victoria that sell them. But yeah, let me know what you think of this, guys. And yeah, until I see you in the next video, you know what to do. Keep on keeping on, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.